I want to share with you a really interesting way to look at dieting and going on a diet or just eating healthy. A phrase that I often see shared all over the internet is this thing that you should only go on a diet that you can sustain long term. Now, there is a serious flaw with that statement. It sounds logical on the surface, but there is a serious flaw. So I'm going to use the analogy of driving a car. So let's say whatever your goal is, you want to get to a level where you're going to have great health, great energy, be in the shape that you want, and you want to cruise through life at that level. So we're going to call that 70 miles per hour. So you're in a car and that's your end goal. You want to get there, you want to just be in cruise control, autopilot, and stay healthy for the rest of your life. Now, the problem is most people where they're at right now may be spluttering along at maybe 15 miles an hour. Because 93% of us are actually metabolically unhealthy. So we're nowhere close to our full potential. So if you're at 15 miles an hour, you're spluttering along and you're struggling, and you stick it in cruise control and you go on autopilot, obviously you're not going to get to where you want to go. So the first thing you got to do is put your foot on the gas, the accelerator. You got to actually put in a lot more effort initially until you get up to the level that you want to. So if you see this as two phases, number one, you hit the foot on the gas, the accelerator, the throttle, and that's going to accelerate your car to get up to the level that you want. So for instance, you may want to shed some pounds of fat, or you may want to gain some pounds of muscle, improve your energy. So that is going to take a lot of effort. You're going to use up a lot more gas when you do that. So it is conscious effort. But when you do that and you accelerate, then when you're at the level that you want to, the speed that you want to be going, now you can stick it in cruise control and autopilot and enjoy that great health. So to explain this from a practical perspective, how does that look? Let's just say a general healthy diet is you're consuming a good amount of healthy carbs, good amount of protein, healthy fats, just enough to sustain you. Again, we're talking about that cruise control, what you can sustain long term, and a good amount of variety in that. Now, the accelerator could be something like a low-carb diet. So you put the foot on the gas, you're going to reduce your carbohydrates, maybe increase your protein, and that's going to cause a change. So it's going to change the speed that you're going in the car, or it's going to change the amount of fat that you're burning or the amount of muscle that you're gaining. So that's the accelerator. Now, you could even go pedal to the metal, like go all out, go really fast. And that could be something like a ketogenic diet where you're really reducing the carbs way down. Obviously, it's way more restrictive. It's going to take a little bit more effort, but you're really going to accelerate super fast and you're going to burn fat even faster. So if you think of it like that, you have a good, healthy, sustaining diet. You've got something like a low carb to put your foot on the gas. You're going to see results there, or you can go all out. Now, invariably, what happens in real life, we're going to be affected by things that happen. So for instance, maybe you get sick for a few weeks, you're lying up, you don't eat so healthy, you're not doing as much exercise. So now if you go back to a sustained diet, you're not going to just suddenly revert back. You're going to need a bit of the gas again. So maybe for a few days, increasing your protein, increasing your exercise, etc., to gain back that muscle, to burn off that fat, and then again back to cruise control. So if you really think of it in your mind like that, where are you? Where do you want to be? How much of an accelerator do you want to use? Do you want to put your foot on the gas just a little bit, just increase the protein a small bit? Do you want to go low carb, put a little bit more gas, or you go all out, go super ketogenic? And they're just examples. Of course, there's many different diets, many different ways to get to the results, but that's just an illustration of how this works. I find that's worked very well for all the clients that we've worked with. And in your mind, where are you at? And you may want to accelerate just for a couple of weeks, then go back to cruise control for a while, a couple of weeks more, and it goes step by step. So hopefully that's very beneficial. And now you'll understand, okay, when it comes to diet, do I need to be on the accelerator? Do I need to be in cruise control? And then you'll get to where you want to go.